evening, everybody. Julio Cesar Chavez in Minneapolis, welcoming you to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for a much-anticipated main event. 12 rounds of light heavyweight action. A lot of talk heading into tonight's matchup. Everybody expecting this to be a great night of action. Carries that punch away.
Moving around the ring.
Fires right back at him. He missed with that headshot. Big left hand.
Great job. Go get him now. You got him.
During your training career, is this the type of matchup that you liked when you had a power puncher facing another power puncher?
No, I hated it. I never wanted to fight a big banger. I wanted to be the only guy in that ring that brought that to the party.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
That's what I want to see.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Chavez's blocking ability is doing well for him there. He clinches when he gets to the inside. Well-targeted left hand by El Terrible. Junior's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Blocks away that headshot. Solid left hand to the head. Look at this, another power punch able to land. Early on in this fight, he's going for it.
Yeah, you wonder if he's got a car waiting outside.
Banking away a body shot with the right hand. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
Come on.
And we come to the end of round number one. El Terrible's performance tonight has to please all of his backers. He has been scoring from the outside. That was the game plan coming in.
He understood from the beginning that he had that great wingspan, that great advantage of length, and he's using it.
Now his opponent got away from that uppercut. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Solid uppercut. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. He engages in the clinch. Nice work with the overhand right. What an excellent two-punch combo. Chavez is stunned and staggered. Oh, and there you go. Right to the head and right to the canvas.
One, two, three, four, five.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Junior. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Final 10 seconds of round number two. Parries that punch intended for the head. Right to the head with that right. And that's the end of round two. Junior's corner has to come up with a game plan now. They need to advise their fighter as to how he can get away of that good old-fashioned 1-2.
No, what they have to do is tell their fighter that, hey, it's not against the law to move your head.
Chavez is on the heels of that knockdown. And now you see him scoring well with the right.
Wake up.
He got to him. He hurt him there. Chavez's opponent is trying to smother him, but instead, he's pushing him away, trying to land a big shot.
And he's lucky he's getting away with it, Joe, that the referee's not warning him for this.
That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Junior.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Halfway through this round here. Not much action as he just ties up. Chavez's right hand scores well. Junior's jab lands well. Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. Little head hunting with the left. Nothing there on the punch by Junior.
Guard up.
Junior's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Chavez is being very patient here, but it's with a plan in mind.
Yeah, it is with a plan in mind, and that's why he's such a successful fighter. He's trying to lure his opponent into a mistake.
Up top with the right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. And that's the end of round 3.
Get some one. Good.
As we start round number 4, not a lot separating these guys. Sometimes you can steal a round or two just by being the busier guy.
Yeah, reminds me a little bit about those legendary stories the old-timers used to tell me about Rocky Marciano. You know, they used to say that he used to hit the guy's arms. You know, he wasn't scoring clean, but he was keeping his opponent from scoring back. And then later in the fight, he was disabling his opponent from coming back.
You know, when we sat with these guys yesterday in preparation for this broadcast, we asked, all right, what's your favorite punch? They both had the same response. We like them all.
Well, that's a smart fighter, because you want to be as versatile, as rounded as possible.
Halfway through round number 4. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Good flush shot upstairs. Chavez is giving us something to think about early on in this fight here, but his opponent has even more to think about. He has established the jab already.
Yes, he has established the jab, and now his opponent has to think about moving his head so he can get past him.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Oh, and he comes back with an uppercut there after getting hit. And there he counters back against his opponent. Just 10 seconds to go in this round.
Hey, gotta see that coming. Let's go.
We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down blue and red corner what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there.
Come on, kid, focus.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him.
Work the body, kid. The body shot.
Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go.
There you go.
Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Right to the belt line. Takes a step back, then the counter by Junior.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
And now he's targeting upstairs.
That's okay. Pay him back.
That right hand over the top lands flush. Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. Goes up top with the right hand. And round 5 comes to an end. Chavez's corner has quite a task in front of them now. Their fighter's eye swollen shut.
Right now, you have to come up with some strategy. Maybe he turns his stance around, where he leads now with the good eye. You know, right now the good eye is back a little bit where he can't pick up things. Maybe now he needs to change his position in the ring where at least his good eye is in front.
Able to land the hook to the head. El Terrible is looking like the one thing you don't want your fighter to be, Teddy, and that is careless.
Yeah, well, first of all, when you throw a jab, you throw it like you're testing hot water. Bang, you get it back just as fast as you throw it out. He's throwing it slow right now, and that's where the carelessness comes in. Something's going to come over that slow jab.
Good, solid right hand by El Terrible.
Need to keep that head moving.
And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Look at that! Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time. Chavez is back up, but is he back in the fight?
We're going to find out in a second whether or not he moves his head. Now, if he just stands there straight and you're the trainer, you better get up on those steps and stop it. He's not right.
Well-targeted right hand by El Terrible. El Terrible showing us a great display of one of the best elements of defense, Teddy, and that is your ability to make your man miss by moving your head.
And now what his opponent has to do is he has to understand, hopefully he's been taught this, that yeah, the head moves, but the body doesn't. The body is stationary right in front of you. Right now his opponent should not be going to that head. He should be going downstairs.
A little head hunting with the right.
Keep working the jab. Good, good. Let's see some more head movement.
Chavez has got a way of just getting away from that punch. Commits to the straight right. Blocks a shot and pulls the trigger. Snaps that jab out. You see he comes over the top with that right hand. A real solid shot. At the halfway point of round 7. And now he scores with that left to the body. Nice strike after catching one by Junior. Lands flush with the 2-punch combo by El Terrible.
Side to side.
defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. El Terrible showing us that defense is also very much part of his game.
Yeah, it is. Not only to avoid punches, but actually to even set up offense. You know, he'll make you miss, and then there's something coming back. He creates opportunities to hit you.
Junior's punch didn't come close. We count down the final moments of this round. The scorecard, according to our Teddy Atlas, sitting here ringside as we start round number 8. Junior's slim hope may be fading away. It's not just that he trails on your scorecard, Teddy, but look at his face. He's been damaged.
Yeah, right now, as the referee, the doctor, you got to be thinking, and as the corner, too, you have to be thinking about doing a passionate thing now, the right thing. Maybe stopping this fight.
You got this one.
Nowhere close, that punch by El Terrible.
Working the body. Atta boy.
El Terrible's right hand working well that time. He scored well. "90 seconds to go, halfway through round 8. That was not well targeted by Junior. Junior's missing punches here. Now, the good news is he's throwing punches. But Teddy needs to be more accurate.
Okay, I give you the bad news.
Please.
He's throwing them to the wrong place. He's throwing them upstairs. He should throw them downstairs. This guy's moving his head. You go downstairs, you take away that head movement. Then you find them upstairs.
Precision work with the left hand by Junior. Chavez is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. El Terrible's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. A sharp jab by El Terrible. And this round comes to an end. El Terrible's in position right now to really bring home a good victory. He's up on the punch stats. He's up on your scorecard. This is his fight.
Yeah, we just hope that the judges, and you never know that. That's one thing that sometimes can really disappoint you in this business. You hope the judges see it that way, because I can't see it any other way.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. What a forceful hook by Junior. Chavez is rocked by a huge hook to the head. And now targeting his opponent with the overhand right. Chavez has reached that point in the fight where his only chance is to cash in and hit lotto here. He needs that grand slam, that big knockout punch, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he doesn't have a pen in his hand where he can fill out the numbers, but he does have a couple fists. And what he's going to have to do is find a specific place to aim a shot. Look for one moment, one spot.
Smart boxing here. Good effective work with the counter punch by El Terrible. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Keep moving. Gotta see those coming.
Junior's banged by a big uppercut. Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. And that does it for this round. His opponent has to love what he's seeing opposite him right now. Chavez's eye is virtually shut, Teddy.
And what he has to do now is take advantage of that. He has to understand that he cannot see punches coming from that side. So you know what? Start throwing more of them from that side.
They both decide to bring it.
You gotta protect
Gets rid of that.
yourself.
It was intended for his head.
Looking good.
Big shot he just scored with. Wow, is this good stuff? What good stuff? He just scored the knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
Joe, that's incredible. And the knockdown earlier actually set up this knockdown because his opponent, he got a little reckless, a little careless.
3, 4, 5.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Good defensive skill. Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. And we've reached the halfway point of round 10.
Nice work. Nice work. Left and right. Left and right.
Unable to make an impact there by El Terrible. El Terrible. Oh, Teddy, this has got to drive his trainer crazy because he's leaving himself wide open with these sweeping shots.
Well, you talk about that old saying, leaving the barn door open, and the horses are going to go out. Well, guess what? The punches, sooner or later, they're going to come in.
Nice work. Nice work. Looking good.
Counting down towards the end of the... El Terrible's legs look shaky. He was hurt.
You gotta land a big punch.
Here we are, round number 11, Teddy, and this one is turning out to be a very interesting fight. Chavez has made a nice comeback. He's just trailing by a small margin on your scorecard, but he's also dealing with a lot of damage.
Yeah, but you know what? The thing is, he's been acting like a fighter. He hasn't been worried about that. That's why he's getting back into this fight. And keep the same attitude. Forget about that. That's your corner's job. Just keep doing what you have to do with the guy in front of you.
And he's holding. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the solid. What a hook to the body. And he is down and in bad shape. Stops the fight. Junior's corner is already celebrating. His opponent unable to beat the count.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockouts, your winner, Junior Chavez.
It's late in the fight, and it looked like we were going to get a decision out of this. Chavez's power makes it a knockout.
Reminiscent of some of the great late knockout fights in the history of this sport.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us, everyone.